Welcome back. In addition to revitalizing Plattsburgh's downtown, Governor Cuomo also wants to breathe new life into an old theme park in North Hudson, turning it into a modern-day recreation hub to attract tourists heading into the Adirondacks. And as our Jack LeDuc reports, the state is pumping more than $30 million into the old frontier town to make it a gateway, once again, for tourists.
Buildings are crumbling along the streets where mock gunfights took place, and stagecoaches rumble by to the cheers of youngsters wearing Davy Crockett hats. But this is a story of how the West was lost and hopes of creating a new economy in an area where jobs are counted on your fingers. An ambitious $32 million plan by the state hopes to rejuvenate the 250-acre North Hudson property, bringing badly needed tourist capital back here.
This is just an absolutely beautiful place. So the master plan that we're going to have the brewery here, we're going to put in a state campground, an equestrian site, the trail system that this is going to connect to, but we're still going to keep this frontier town theme. We're going to try to preserve some of the buildings that are here, the chapel, the gristmill, the sawmill. I mean, there's a covered bridge that you're going to see later that's in pristine condition. Just keeping that theme is going to give this a little bit of a little magical flavor to it.
With a plan to spend millions of dollars fixing up old frontier town and creating new items here, it has created a lot of excitement in the town of North Hudson and in Essex County.
Based on other DEC equestrian campgrounds in the state, you're going to see this place booked months ahead of time. You're going to see all kinds of activities going on, particularly over here in the show rings and things like that, where the equestrianism is going to be, for shows and rodeos and team pennings and things like that.
While the Western theme is still woven into the fabric of the new plan, it will not dominate the motif of the plan.
Some of the buildings that are not in terrible shape can be used and either rebuilt or restored.
The former owner of the once flourishing business said that it was a period of changing times that put him out of business.
Cowboys and Indians were on TV, and everybody had someone or some cowboy that was their favorite, Roy Rogers and the Cisco Kid and folks like that. And Frontier Town gave them the chance to kind of act that out a little bit for a day. So that's what I think Frontier Town did for folks, and it was good family entertainment.
Several private campgrounds are now in the area. Would the state be competing with private business if it creates its own campgrounds?
I don't believe so. Certainly, we hope and we feel strongly that this will be working with our local businesses, not against them, and that it'll bring enough people into town where those businesses will flourish as well.
The plan called for year-round activities. They will offer horseback riding in the summer and fall, snowmobiling in the winter, and year-round camping sites. Additional activities are also being planned.
More business, and more business means better economic development. Essex County becomes more and more of a recreational destination, both for the state and internationally here. And this project right now, the way it's envisioned, is leveraging off the great history, of theme parks of the Adirondacks.
Frontier Town opened in 1952. It closed in 1999. It fulfilled a lifelong dream of Arthur Benson, its creator, along with thousands of visiting youth. The youngsters strode through Prairie Junction, consisting of a saloon, dance hall, and shops selling Western clothing. Along with a nearby rodeo with galloping horses, it fulfilled every child's dream of that era. But a moon landing changed styles from Indian headdresses to space helmets. Frontier Town slowly faded into the sunset.
Years ago, if you went on vacation, it was done by car. Today it's done by jet and boat and everything else, and you can go any place in the world today. And Frontier Town was just one of those places, and it didn't seem all that exciting to families, so they chose to go to other things.
It still remains a fond memory in the minds of those who visited a western town in the heart of the Adirondacks. Hopes are high for a comeback. For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Jack LeDuc in North Hudson.
Of the $32 million, the state says nearly $20 million will be private money invested by developers now bidding on the project. If you'd like to see the state's plans for Frontier Town, you'll find a link on our website at mountainlake.org.